just arrived in Rome and it's raining, so we're driving to our friend's house. It's in rush hour, so you are going slow. The cars are. We made it. It's raining out. And we had to roll our luggage down this because the taxi has to drop you off at a church down that way. I'm making Scout sit in the rain while I text her. Who knows how old this building is? So I will help Scott, but I'll take the small ones because I do not know how many stairs. I think there's like 4 flights. So I'm gonna count it. All right, Scott, you go.
You just take the small ones?
I'll take the small ones. It literally, we were joking how it literally started to rain the moment we got out of the taxi. It was like a welcome party. Okay, let's count the stairs. It's an incredibly old building. This is one of the best sections. Our friends have the best area. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna carry this one. I've already lost count. But we're going to the top of the building and I need to take a break. Look at how old these stairs are. I mean, look at these floors. Oh my gosh, the stories this place could tell, right? Okay, I will, yeah, it's funny. Breathing so heavily, I stopped counting. So I haven't made it upstairs yet. Just wanted to show you what it looks like. Look at it, someone takes the time to go. Oh, somebody just dropped the luggage. But look at this. I completely forgot about this little hallway. I don't remember it looking like this. With this cute furniture. Books on Italy. Photography. Oh, look at that. Huh. I just want to show you guys everything. Yeah, this is nice. There's my... I don't remember this. This is crazy. Okay. Oh, okay. Still haven't made it. I don't know. I am going to count the stairs, you guys. Oh, they said the owner of the building put all this art here to make it look kind of homey. Oh my gosh. You know, the top floors. Oh my God. Hey, Stephanie. Say hello to YouTube world. Oh my gosh. I wanted to count the steps and I had to stop because of my breath. So I will, do you know how many steps there are? We're gonna have to count them.
90, something like that.
Oh my gosh.
This one always seems so steep at the end.
Yeah.
Especially when you're carrying bags.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. It stopped raining for a little bit. I took a nap, and now Stephanie and David are showing us around a little bit. I remember some of this from the last time I was here. They are just a couple blocks from Plaza Navrona. And I'm gonna reiterate, they have an apartment that is the perfect. Yes, I love it. I am a stuffed animal sucker.
I love the big lion.
Yes. Oh, and here's chestnuts. Yeah, this is a very famous plaza with restaurants all around. It's a little gray today, but at least it's not pouring on us like when the taxi let us off. They're taking us to one of their favorite kind of places you go to get a snack or a sandwich. It's only like, I mean, it's in the 60s. They say it's like 65 degrees. So it's nice. It's just, I think everybody wears their coats just in case. Oh my gosh, it's like a carnival. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it looks like they must sell things. I wonder if this is because of Christmas.
Well, what they say, and I don't know if it's true, is because that figure's sort of going, oh no, looking aghast. Bernini designed and built this fountain, and his rival Canova built that church.
Oh, the one to the right here?
He's looking at horror.
So his rival built this church.
Casting shades.
Oh, and then the obelisk. All the way up, there's a bird with a piece. Scott and I visited this church last time. I think there's art in there. Maybe when the doors are open, we'll go back in. There's so much to see around this square. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Stephanie was saying that that's a horse's tail. And there's a dragon over there. I don't think it's a lion. Oh, you mean it's a lion's butt. You know, sometimes you really have to take time to look at stuff. This looks like it's some kind of sea creature. Okay, more. Yep, Stephanie was right. It's a lion. Wow. Oh yeah, and like a palm tree. You know, sometimes we don't take the time to actually study. And that's the one good thing about being an artist, is that you sit in one place and you notice everything. Just giving you all the sides. That's the thing about this beautiful sculpture. So just about a block more through Plaza Navron, we hit Campo di Fiore? Di Fiore. So this is where you can get flowers and vegetables. This is where Stephanie gets all her still life stuff. Oh my gosh, yeah, look at those. Those look like cherry tomatoes on a stick. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, it looks like, yeah, that's definitely a custom order. Oh my god, look at those. Those are, what are those called? Those white flowers.
They're lilies of some sort.
Amaryllises. Okay, yeah, like Christmas amaryllises. Oh, there's like a little... Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh look, they even have moss. When people want to... Oh, look at these don't even look real. They are massive. They look very, very healthy. Like they've got a lot of knuckle growth. This is beautiful. And like a fountain there. Little baby Christmas trees. Yeah, now this would be the place. I mean, you could just stay here for a month, come and do still lifes every day. And this is where you can buy veggies over there. I mean, if it was, you know, had some nice light on it, you could definitely come even maybe sit in one of these like restaurants and do a little painting. Yeah, like right here. You just sit at a table and you draw or do a little painting. And there is, I think they said that's the priest that was burned at the stake for being a heretic. I guess it's because he believed in science or something. Scott, who was that priest again?
Which priest?
That guy up there who was burned?
Oh, Bruno.
Bruno.
I think it's Giordano or Giordani Bruno, but he was that famous freethinker, the first one burned at the stake for basically questioning God.
Garbage truck.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. This is fun. This is Stephanie's heaven. She's the flower master.
Look at these cute little wreaths.
So we're going to their favorite little place. So right on the corner, this is their favorite bakery, Forno Campo dei Fiori. So I bet you can get coffees and like rolls and all kinds of bread stuff in there. Oh, I see cookies. And this place right across, so it's on the street of Via dei Capellari. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. Oh my God, look at that street. This is a street Scott would paint. Oh my gosh, you guys, now you know if you come here. Look at that beautiful archway. Okay. Those globes, those are fun too for Christmas. And even that building down there. It's like, I always love seeing when you can see a building at the end of the street and then you just sort of go towards it like you're drawn to it, like you're magnetic. Okay. We're gonna see what we can get in here. Sandwiches, cookies, yummy, yummy. Oh, a vegetarian one. Different breads. Yeah, this is a great place. So I'm waiting outside because it's just too hard for me to wait inside with all those other people. And I wanted to show you, when you sit someplace, look at that door. I mean, doesn't that look medieval? And you know it's just been closed up. Like, that door doesn't lead to anything. And then, I mean, this archway. And then look at that. These little medallion things that are above the doorways. It almost looks kind of Egyptian. You know, like, what are those little characters doing? It's kind of fun to do that and look around at all the doorways and see, you know, if you can kind of catch all these tiny little windows and little things like, what does it mean? Where do those holes come from? Oh, I see a blonde girl with a Superman tattoo. Yeah. There they are. This is a beautiful hotel at the corner of
Portuguese
Portuguese.
in Via del Orso.
Okay.
And this was where Julia Roberts lived in Eat, Pray, Love, and it's a barber shop.
What?
Yeah, this was her her
So
window.
the movie Eat, Pray, Love, this is where she lived.
And it says Via del Orso. If you watch the movie, you'll see our
Oh,
street.
and this I saw when we drove up that there's like a really charming barber shop right here. I saw like somebody getting their hair cut in there. Just thinking. And where's the monkey?
It's way up here.
Oh, so we're getting some history here.
There's a Caravaggio in here.
Oh.
But can you see up there?
Oh, wait. Where? On the way top? Okay. She sat on a sticker. We'll have to see when this place is open. See if we can see the Caravaggio. I see a statue on the very, very top.
There's something about a monkey up there that...
Oh, I just see a woman that looks like there's like arms or a sun behind her.
I think we should just make up a story.
But it does look like it was a very old medieval building, some kind of tower.
It is, but there's a story.
It's
This
about
thing
the-
is something about
Wait,
the monkey.
is this open now? Can we go in?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Isn't that serendipity? It opened right when we got in front. Ooh, okay. I love it. So, Instituto Portuguese de Santo Antonio. Okay. Wow, what great timing. Oh my gosh. I mean, the marble on the walls. Holy cow. Yeah, this is beautiful. Holy cow, look at that. Oh, it's in English for us dum-dums. The Independence.
Recognized by the Holy See in the 12th century by the Bull Manifestus.
Yeah, well, I mean, do we have to read all that? We just want to know where the Caravaggio
It's
is.
dedicated to the saint who it was in 11.
Oh, okay. I mean, isn't that amazing that a church will just take a slab? That looks like one of those butterfly, you know, where it's like sandwich, so it creates an effect. Really beautiful. I mean, it's a little dark in here, so it's not the easiest to see, but this is literally at the corner of where their apartment is. Wow. Yeah. I mean, it's like an art museum. I just feel so lucky. You kind of feel like, you know, it was meant to be, right? You walk by the building, you say you'd like to see inside, and the door opens. Wow, I just feel like so many times when I'm in a church like this, your neck really starts to hurt because there's just so much to look at, and most of it, wow, look at this old-fashioned organ. I do not know where their Caravaggio is. Scott, I hope you guys come visit. Yeah, my video isn't like making it brighter. Sometimes it does that, but it's not today. All right, very beautiful. We'll take one last look at the ceiling, at the beautiful stained glass. Oh, I didn't look at the dome yet. Okay. That's, no, of course the steps in between count. Okay, I'm gonna see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're almost there. Oh, you're saying how you can just eat as much bread as you want because you're walking and then you're doing Stairmaster. Oh, and then another door. I forgot all about this. Look at how ancient this is. Oh.
This one to the left? I think it was unlocked.
Uh-oh.
I think maybe your cleaner is here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was oriented.
I hear vacuuming. This is the first day, and David and Stephanie walked us over here. Beautiful. Oh my God, it's like high 60s, sunny. And I had remembered when Scott and I visited here, and it's a cafe that has all kinds of art and sculptures and plaster casts. So we're gonna go check it out. Canova Tadolini. So you can get like a little coffee or something here. It's kind of famous, so it's really fun. Look at that. So I wanted to film some of the, these are probably commissions for churches. That's a pretty nice watercolor. I don't know who did it. I remember, oh my gosh, look at how big this is. But I think, you know, you could go back here and you can have tea and sit at a table. It's a little bit tight, but wouldn't it be fun to draw some of these? I think so. I just think this is such a fun idea. Look at that, wow. This would be fun to like sit here and have a coffee and so 1939. This is probably a studio at one time, and then they turned it into a restaurant. So it's so cool.
It's tomato and tuna.
Okay, sounds good. I tend to choose things that are like vegetarian or, you know, don't have meat in them.
They also have mozzarella and tomato.
Tuna's good. Oh, I wonder if you can probably go up there. This looks like there's tables. Anyways, if you want to check this out, I think it's a super fun place. Stephanie wanted to show me an area before we leave. Oh yeah, wow.
You can go upstairs.
Oh, you can? Oops, sorry. It seems like you're probably not allowed to walk up these stairs, but Stephanie says you can. And I don't know if I did this the last time we were here, but I want to see every little nook and cranny. And it was fun. I wanted to let you know since I wasn't there when we were ordering. Oh my gosh, it's like a private eating area. Well, David, who works in film and has lived in Italy for 30 years, has worked in lots of movies. When we came in the cafe, oh my God, look at that. So you can walk upstairs and even have a more private. He was recognized by the man behind the counter because he used to live in this neighborhood, hadn't been here in years. And there was an actor who was ordering, oh, this is nice, who was in one of the movies that David helped produce, a Woody Allen movie. And he recognized David. This is the best. Could you imagine having like a little romantic dinner up here? Oh my God, I'm so glad Stephanie told me about this. I never would have had the guts, right? Who has the guts to walk past waiters and to like just walk up stairs that look like you're not supposed to walk up them? You know, I'm here doing this for you guys. I feel like I'm on a mission, so it gives me more bravery, right? Anyways, I love this stuff. So probably you would be able to get this maybe, you know, for dinner. Maybe these are like reservations. Okay. So now we're right over the cafe. Could you imagine what it was like to be an artist? And to be able to have a studio like this? Now, Stephanie says there's something like Dante's Inferno shield up here. And she's gonna ask me, did I see it? And I just don't know where it is. But isn't this fun? Oh, okay, that probably leads down to something else. But I love it. I love being able to see behind closed doors. I'm nosy like that, and I don't see a shield. But look at all those like little hands. You know, and look at the feet hanging from the ceiling. Oh, and the horse's legs. Now this is really cool. Anyways, now you know you'll have to come here when you go to Rome. We just left that cute little cafe, and oh my gosh, the weather is so beautiful. So today's December 1st, 2023, and Stephanie was saying at night we're definitely gonna have to walk through the streets because they decorate with lights, and we are getting up to the Spanish Steps. So now you know where that cafe is. It's literally just down this road if you're standing in front of the Spanish Steps. You know, this has been in so many movies. Oh, and I see horse and carriages.
This is Susan filming her vlog. Everywhere she goes. Here's Stephanie Bertzel. And David's over there. I don't know where Sue is now. I lost her. house. Oh, there she is. Oh my God, it's beautiful. That is so beautiful. So that's the Christmas decorations?
Yeah.
Here's Sue. I filmed you filming.
One thing I've noticed, and I was commenting with Scott just sitting at that cafe, that it's pretty quiet here. You know, sometimes when you go to cities, you hear a lot of construction or noise or sirens, but it's not too bad. And obviously this is one of the places where you'll see a lot of tourists, you know, because tours will start or end here. Very impressive. And I know for a while, I think the last time I was here, these steps were closed because they were cleaning them or restoring them. And they had been closed for a long time, and so they almost look like they need cleaning again, but I guess, come on, when you have millions of people, it's gonna happen. Oh, those are beautiful Christmas ornaments, designs. Dior. Yeah, we'll have to come back at night, and you guys can be able to see all the beautiful lights. We're walking down one of the streets near, Via della Croce, near the Spanish Steps. And this is like the streets where there's just little restaurants on every... I mean, you almost wouldn't even know which one to choose. There's so many little restaurants along these little side streets. Very quiet, lots of little great shops to buy truffle oil and ice cream and sweaters. So I just, I like to peek through doors, and look at that. Obviously a private little area. I don't have the guts to walk in, but it's just off this street. I like being able to peek in through things. I'm definitely American in that way. Yesterday, we were mistaken. That small church near Stephanie's house did not have the Caravaggio, so David decided to take us to the one that does. Oh. So if you come, you can get English speaking. And what's the name of this church?
San Francisco.
San Francesco. Oh, we will make sure. The same kind of stone. So a lot of these churches obviously were, built with the same idea. This one is definitely more elaborate. Looks like Joan of Arc. I think I can see where the Caravaggio is. I don't think I need to ask. It's where the group of people are. Oh, yeah, it does look very different, right? You can tell the strength of the painting quality. You can see why he was so famous back then, just the very clean light and dark patterns, very dramatic, almost theatrical. I want you to notice that the light just went off. So I think somebody has to put a coin in, or I don't know why the light went off. It's like, those type of things. It's almost to like raise money, which is fine. There's so many beautiful things around here. I like looking at all the nooks and crannies. Yeah. David just came up and says it's the Church of San Luigi. I bet you if you just put it in the book, you'll know, but we keep getting the names of the churches wrong. Oh, someone put the quarter in again. Oh, I didn't see this one over here. gonna get a better spot. Yeah, I mean, isn't it amazing? It's like these places are museums and you just get to go in for free. It's roped off, so I can only get this far. Yeah. We're still walking. We just walked through Plaza Navrona, and Stephanie is taking us to see some beautiful shops. And you see these great streets. So this is Piazza di Pasquino, and if you want a nice restaurant and you're walking around, I don't think Scott and I walked down this street, so you know there's so many of these streets that like you might not catch if you didn't know to walk down them. Is this the store you like? Oh, are we going in? Okay. So what's the name of it? Oh, Colby, but there's no sign. So, oh, there it is. Kolby. Okay, that's the sign. So Stephanie says that she really likes the clothes in here. Looks like they have guys and girls stuff. All right, let's go in. Uh-oh. Gotta go in this door? Oh.
This is the door you go in over here.
We see an open door. We're going to go in. We're not sure if we think it's a church. It's shaped different. It looks like they probably have music stuff going on in here. Chiesa Santa Maria del Pace. Sorry for my bad Italian. Don't you just love these doors? I mean, think about how many... Whoa! Uh-oh. This is the entrance, but they're leaving. Okay. Oh, those are beautiful paintings. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's nice. So many of these places, you get a little bit desensitized, which is sad because there's so much beauty that you walk into one more place and you go, oh, that's beautiful. Isn't that sad? And if this was the only place in your town, it would be, you know, the most touristed place of all. But since there's like hundreds of them. Oh, that's interesting. You see all the little candles underneath? You know, so you can light a candle for someone. Hey, but you know what? It's nice and cool in here. Here we go. Here's some candles. Oh, that's so beautiful. I mean, it's sad, but it's beautiful. Beautifully made. I mean, if you were here in Rome and it was like 105 degrees, this would be a great place to come in and sit and have a little rest. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, I hear music outside. Oh, it's Christmas music. Okay, just have to walk in every door if it's open. Did you hear that? We are about to go out to dinner, and right across the street from their apartment, are these little places. They're like, I don't know if they're antique. I don't know if they're like, they restore stuff. I'm not exactly sure. But it's funky, and there's a whole bunch of different ones. And I just was standing here and I was glancing inside, and I really, honestly, please turn away if this is too risque. But I'm thinking, oh, all right, it's like right there. And but there's all these little tiny shops. You wonder, I mean, in all honesty, right? How do they stay in business? There must be something that they do. Oh, and I see that they probably have a little dog that comes in and sits with them. I would love to come in here and look through their racks. I mean, completely. Oh, it's hard. It's a Friday night and it's hard to get a taxi in these little tiny streets. Hey, this could be our taxi. We took a taxi to a restaurant that was about 20 minutes away, and I have absolutely no idea the name of it, but look at how popular it is, so I'll get the name. So this is the name if you guys want a wonderful dinner. We're going downstairs. Scott wants me to use 2 hands because, okay, I'll use at least 1 hand. I did slip on those big stairs going down their building, but I wanted to show you guys this. I guess, you know, you have to make a reservation if you want to sit downstairs. Okay. Funny seeing you here.
Great Poupon?
It is Saturday and it's kind of windy, and we're gonna just go for a stroll, and I wanted to show you all these tiny little cars, and you see how they park, because they're actually probably, like, if I laid down and I put my hands above, I could be the size of this car. They are cute though, and I especially like this one. I mean, this one looks really sporty. Look at that little thing. It just looks like it's right out of a movie. So Stephanie and David live like half a block from the water. Honestly, okay, I'm gonna keep saying it. They definitely have the best location. Oh, 86 steps I counted. I had to do it a bunch of times because when you're going up, you lose your count because you're breathing too hard. Oh, that's a nice building. It's like I want to know what's in every building. And they live pretty close to this bridge. And then, wait. Oh, I was remembering that, where's that big round building?
That might be the next bridge.
Oh, that's the next bridge. Okay, I forgot.
You can see the building right there.
Oh, okay. So I thought I was lost track. That's a really cool old-fashioned building that, like, you can go in, I think, for free. And here, look at Scott. There's a Napoleon Museum. I don't know. Maybe we'll go see that, and then we can see that before we see the movie, and then we'll realize all the things that are wrong. But that's okay. We'll still think it's beautiful. Di Ponte Umberto I, or first. Looks important, probably something to do with the government. And then just like Paris, they have this like river where you can ride, bike, and walk and stroll. So we crossed the street because it's always nicer to walk on the side with the trees. And Scott has done a painting from this view before, like along here, so maybe he'll do it again. We were just commenting on how they're trimming the trees, and they're literally going down and then straight down. It looks so fascinating how the trees are growing. Oh yeah, just like the bending down, the weight. Yeah, it's really beautiful. It definitely feels like fall. We have the leaves blowing everywhere. Look at how big that leaf is. I have no idea what these trees are. And I think that dome over there is the Vatican. So it's pretty close. This is the round building I was remembering that I thought was a tad bit closer to us, and Scott painted it being down there looking up at it. It is a pretty good place to paint, so any painters that want to come all along this river, there's hardly any people and you get great views of bridges and buildings from across the street. I'm showing a lot of this walk just because it's such an iconic walk, and I want you guys to be able to see all the public sculptures. You know, when you first go on a trip, it's like you're excited to video everything and then you slow down. Like normal.
This was raised up.
Yeah?
So this whole bridge on both sides here, and you see we have to go down the stairs to get to our neighborhood.
Just like we walked up the stairs to get to this.
This was all raised up because of floods that used to come in and flood the whole
Do you know
city.
when they
Every
did
now
that?
And then the rivers would go. I don't remember.
Oh,
but
I
it
love how
was-
we just give history and we don't know if it's true or when it is. You know, just please Google fact check everything we say. But no, it is true. Like most cities, everything had to be raised up. Most cities have these beautiful sculptures along a main promenade bridge, and I was telling Scott that sometimes I kind of forget which city has what bridge. But you see, yeah, this is... You know what? I'll have to just find out the history of this round building. But I'm pretty sure it's free. And look at this view over here. Let's go over here. Oh, and see how they block it off so cars can't come. This is such a beautiful view. It's a little windy today. But yeah, even this reminds me of Prague and how that bridge with the statues across. Castel Sant'Angelo. Oh, it does cost something. You know what? I guess I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I just remember maybe there's like two-tier prices. You know, maybe like for like €2, €3, you get to go in and see just like the main stuff, and then more 13 euros, and you get more stuff. So, oh my God! Look at that little pigeon.
At the Vatican, on the way to the Vatican, and they're obviously drilling and putting pilings down for this walkway and bridge. And there's Sue having her sandwich. We are doing a little detour around towards the Vatican.
Scott and I were walking just down the street, and this is the best part of travel, is when you literally see a door open and you see a sign and you go, okay, let's go see it. I have no idea. Villa Farnesina. Anyways, they don't want video inside, but I bet you they'll allow photographs. So I will see what they allow. These are paintings, not fabric on the wall. I've never seen that before. Of course, I'm not supposed to be videoing, so I'm doing this for you guys. A lot of this stuff is faux painting. They kind of want to make it look like the churches. I guess Raphael painted part of this ceiling. Wow. Can't even imagine how long this took. Look at those lions. Wow. This used to be the porch, so this was completely open to the elements. These are the gardens. They have some like little baby orange trees. That was an interesting place. Pretty much the whole place was just painted from top to bottom with, I guess what you might call trompe l'oeil or whatever, that faux painting. It's so windy out today that Scott and I are saying that, you know, sometimes a gust of wind will come and his hat will come off, and we feel like we're, gives it a little bit more energy when you're sightseeing because you feel like you're surviving the elements. Yeah. Your hair's flipping all over the place. Oh, private. Huh. All right. Well, that's too bad. We just left that villa with the Raphaels and taking a left. I think this is going to take us into the old section, and I always say it wrong, but Travestere? Anyways, I won't even try. It's like the real fun area, kind of the bohemian, lots of restaurants and young people. This is the kind of area where if you get something to drink, you could literally sit here and do a painting of that arch. Scott, look at the light on here. See, you could like sit right here and have a coffee and just paint this. So this is like about just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's what you do. You kind of go scoping. Oh, and there's like a little painting under that awning. It's kind of faded. This is a nice place. We both don't know how to pronounce it, but this is, we were saying how this reminds us of old Barcelona before it just got completely overrun and almost destroyed. That whole historical area has that feel of little shops and restaurants. Of course, you have to be careful. Don't video and not look down. Accidents happen. Hey Scott, why don't you explain to us how you can take a photograph and remember where to paint?
Oh, okay. So we're walking around here, and there's a couple spots. One special spot that I saw that I like. This
That
is
archway,
perfect,
yeah.
That archway that I want to paint. And I saw a spot where I could stand, and there's pylons, so nobody.
You're back up against the
cars
wall.
won't go in front of you and won't block anybody. So what I do is I go and I take a photograph of whatever spot it is that I like. Okay, get it right, and then I just take a photograph of it. Now, this specific spot here, to find it again sometimes could be hard when you're not familiar with it. So I just go to Google Maps, okay? And I've downloaded the offline map to the map before we left, so I don't even need to have a cell phone. So now it shows me exactly where I'm standing here, okay, in relation to the place we're staying in. So this gives me exactly where it is, and I just screenshot this, okay? Then later, if I want to paint that spot and I go into my photos, let's get back to photos here. So you can see this is the map that I just did, and right next to it is the photo that I just took. So I know that this is exactly the spot, so I can look at it. And then I have some other photos I took of spots.
And
so
you can also
this was the spot here that I loved of the archway, and so then I took a photo of the map. So
But you can also pin the spot and save it, right?
The problem with pinning though is when you pin a whole bunch of spots.
No, but you can then name them.
You can name them,
but it's hard when you have so many.
That archway, this is so easy.
It's good to have an actual photo.
When you have, I get all these pins.
That happens to me. I star so many places, and I'm like, what does that star mean?
And this way, it's saved right next to the photograph.
Yeah, good tip, Scott. Thank you. We were just turning the corner and we just saw this amazing, I mean, sheets. What a cool image, right? You could just sit here and paint because there's really, these streets are pretty, like right here. Scott could totally stand right here and paint that.
I love it.
It is really charming. That's my favorite word, as you know. Gosh, so Scott, can you tell me, do you know if the sun has already passed here or is it going to come here yet? So that's good to have your compass and to think, because if you wanted to paint in this square, you know, you would know what time of day to come. I do remember coming to this church. This is the famous one in this area. Look at those beautiful paintings up there. They look very like Byzantine almost. So Scott looked at his compass and he said that the sun has already been on this square. Because we're in December already, so you have to, you know, if he came out a little bit earlier, he would be able to come do a painting. Because this would be a good morning painting. Because the sun would hit over here in the morning.
Right.
Oh wow, look at that tower. Wow, okay, let's go in, you guys. This is a pretty high handle. I always love looking at the floors. I love the sun coming through the windows. I don't know if you can tell. I'll darken it a little bit. Isn't that amazing? I noticed in one of these little, let's lack for a better word, cages, is a podcast studio. Isn't that fun? That's a pretty great office. I bet you the sound quality is really cool. Although you do hear a lot of the squeaking, everybody's shoes. It's very noticeable because it's so quiet in here. The squeaks. It's so nice and bright in here. Oh my gosh. And it really looks like they restored this painting. I mean, it's not yellow at all. The colors are very, very clean. It's nice. And this looks ancient. Like, like, I don't even know. I just have the word Byzantine because it has that sort of flat kind of look, but yeah, looks really cool. Oh, and then look at that one. Oh, I love all the men in black robes, and then the females in the foreground, very dramatically in their gowns. I'm actually lying on a pew because it's easier. You know how hard it is to film ceilings. Yeah, I saw the ancient. Scott, what would you say that is that called Byzantine? That type of.
I would assume
Because it's similar paintings on the outside, at the very top. Byzantine. Oh, okay. I don't know how to say anything. In the very corner of this room, you can kind of peek in and see this is where they store, you know, all the, probably the stuff for religious, you know, ceremonies. I see like a red cape and a bell, probably incense. You almost wouldn't know it's here. It's kind of hidden, but I will get to it. I'm really attracted to the Byzantine. Oh my gosh. Are those supposed to be horses or sheep or what? Or mixtures? What are they supposed to be? But I love that. I love that look. Yeah. It's very similar to the outside. I know. So many different techniques. Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? I thought I would show you, oh, it looks like there's been a wedding. The Portrait Commission. The likeness is amazing. I think that's a beautiful sculpture of a baby. A lot of times it's hard to get the proportions right. That one's nice.
There's Sue getting some, I think a scarf maybe. That's what she's getting there. What are you getting?
20?
What are you getting, Sue?
Isn't this beautiful?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Cold. Okay. So big. Hey, this is pretty.
How much was your scarf?
20.
Nice.
Yeah, isn't this pretty? Feel it.
Wow, that is beautiful. Oh, cashmere, huh?
No, but it's nice, and I'm chilly.
Good. Look at the clouds up here moving. Look how fast they're moving.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I thought this was a pretty good deal. So I bought a beautiful scarf, I bought a beautiful sweater, bought a necklace from a Senegalese woman, bought some pastries. We've been like just shopping, and we're walking back to the apartment through Plaza Navrona, and I wanted to show you the carousel. Yeah, we'll have to come back here at night. This is Saturday, kind of afternoon. Since the sun went down, it actually did get kind of chilly, and that's why I bought this sweater. Oh, actually, I bought a blue sweater too. It was at one of those little stalls that seriously, both sweaters, each were like 20 something. You know, I mean, it's, who knows where they come from, but you cannot not buy it.
Vince, numero 7, secondo piazzato numero 6, terzo piazzato numero 3. Signora ha vinto, complimenti. Allora io dico, signorina, l'ha capito come funziona? Facciamo compagnia.
I'm hoping that we're gonna get some of this puppet show. Uh-oh, here it comes.
Perché altrimenti ti spacco il provolone, imbecillo, imbecilli a me. al cavaliere Paparella. E tu ce l'hai proprio la faccina Paparella. Uccia mia, animale quadrupedro. Non ti preoccupare, la prossima volta che ti farai devi vedere per animale. Deve vederti un rinoceronte. Ma possibile che non mi conosci? Non ti riconosco. Ma come? Ma come? Non ti ricordi che il tuo vecchio e caro amico Luigi Briglia potesse essere scorticato?
So here's the painting, the quick little study here, and my setup. Here's my palette and some of the paint. I moved it into the sun so you can see it. I was painting in the shade. I found this spot over here. I had been painting just across the street and set up and put my first brush stroke down, and the police came here and told me I wasn't allowed to paint here. So I just moved out of their view and I tried again, and they did not see me. So it worked out well. So here's where I have my brushes and my little backpack and my carry case, and so everything just goes in the backpack and it's really easy to transport. So yeah, so that's the Vatican down there, and I'll take a better picture of it later with the you know, when I get back to the studio. But just a very quick little sketch, maybe, I don't know, 2 hours, hour and a half, something like that. Just kind of fun, kind of grab some of the light.
Scott just got back, and luckily he tried again, because it can get very frustrating to be told, you know, to stop painting. And he brought his beautiful painting back, and he had this area very, very sharp, you know, like it was this.
The bottom edge was as sharp as the top edge of this light streak.
Yeah, and it just competed a little bit with the center of interest.
Right.
And so you just went in.
So Sue had me a good
Show
suggestion.
me with your fingers.
So she said, "Could you soften that edge?" I said, "That's a good idea." And so I was like, "I'm not going to get my brushes out." So
I know. I was like nervous
because these edges. So the top edge is still a little sharp, but then the bottom edges.
So tell me, what is this light? Is this coming through a building, or what is that?
The light is coming from the side here. So these buildings here end, and so this was casting a streak of light over here, just like this streak of light back here is coming through these buildings.
But it's interesting that there's an abrupt edge right there.
Yeah, because it's a very thin building, because remember, they're doing that construction here, so they have things set up over here. So, I mean, I thought about just extending this towards the bottom.
Okay, it just didn't make sense to me, but it's good you described it, because...
So this is being cut off by this barrier that they have here. Otherwise, the streak would go all the way across.
Okay, see, that's good, because it wasn't making sense to me a little bit. It almost looked like this light shape was coming from the building on the right. And so
I'll make a look at it. Maybe I should extend this all the way out.
It was just softening that edge that I just didn't want to compete.
This thing is casting a shadow on
And you did this in what, maybe an hour?
I'd say an hour and a half.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I like how it's good to stop yourself from overworking.
Well, the light changes so quick that unless you're going to come back multiple days, which I would do if I'd have brought some bigger, if I wanted to do bigger paintings. But for these small ones, at this first light, early light, you only really have about an hour and a half, and it changes so much.
No, and that's a good idea, because otherwise you'd go in and paint every single window.
Well, I brought 3 canvases. My idea had been to...
Tell me what you're painting on.
This is on like Clausen's on Gator board.
And you adhered it?
No, this is... I have some of these from so old, I don't even know where I got
so it was already
these.
done.
I've got various different ones. Some are on wood, some are on that. So I just took all 9x12.
And what are these things?
These are from Raymar, right? And they're plastic things that expand out, and then you just make them into these little triangles. That way you can set a whole bunch of paintings to dry.
That's perfect for travel, or if you have a small studio and need things to dry.
Yeah, then they just set up and you don't have to worry about getting paint on things. And I use 2 just to make it a little more stable. These small ones, you could just put them in 1, but then they can rock and stuff.
Oh, totally.
So, yeah.
No. So that was your second try. So you did a kamikaze Vatican painting after the first one being
I
told
just
to
went a
move?
block back. The police told me I couldn't paint anywhere in Rome
Yeah.
with an
Well, they didn't
easel.
speak
I think they
English.
meant tripod, anything with legs.
Yeah.
They said I could sit and paint.
On
But
your lap.
of course I didn't even have anything to put my tripod is what I hold my canvas. So I didn't have like a so I just went, I was going to just come back, but then I just went block away, stood in the shade. They could still have seen me from there, but I don't think they saw me in the shade. So I just figured if they told me again, I would just have to leave.
Yeah,
But,
or maybe go to jail.
well, yeah, I want to have that on my
No,
resume.
stop it.
Put in jail for plein air painting.
No.
I think that would be great.
I think it's very high security area, so you guys in the future just, you know, you might be told to move, but just don't get upset. Okay? We're taking a stroll, kind of one of those days where you have no plans, and there's a lot of cool graffiti around. So Scott likes to take photos of it and sometimes use it in the back of his paintings or photographs. Scott and I, really, we just put something on the map and decided to walk towards it. And this square is, I think, Piazza Polmo. Scott, what is this called again?
I don't remember.
P-O-L-O-M-O, Palomo. And I think that is the Medici house up there. And then beyond that is a big park with another museum. I'm the worst tour guide, I'm so sorry. But it really did not take us long at all. It's Sunday afternoon, so it definitely is crowded. And so that's just giving you an idea of what this looks like. I just checked Popolo. There's a lot of gates right here, so I don't know if, oh, I see, they're putting their Christmas tree up. So I bet you anything they're gonna have like festivities here, and they're just making sure that they can set up. So Scott was just looking at his compass and deciding like where the light is gonna be. Now, we're in December and we have noticed that the light is so low that it gets dark. Like it's literally dark at 5 o'clock. So it's gonna be hard to do afternoon paintings. Like you pretty much would probably have to do morning paintings here. And maybe lunchtime, but don't even try to come out at like 3 and do a painting because you'd be stopped pretty soon.
Look at all the prisoners they have up on top of it.
Oh, Scott's joking. He's looking at all those little tiny people looking down on us. But wouldn't they be the royalty and us be the peasants?
Well, it shows you how history has flipped things.
Yeah. Oh wow, look at this. The little characters on the side of that. It almost looks Asian down, and then as you get up, you see the Roman like helmet. There's a lot of different, historical time zones here.
There's the Romulus and Remus and the
Romulus.
feeding off of the female.
Oh, their little animal. Okay.
She-wolf.
She-wolf.
Founders of Rome.
Okay. Scott in the history, wonderful. I see a door open. Now it's Sunday, so I don't know if this is a church, if there's a service, but we're gonna peek in. How lucky were we to be able to just walk in, not know that was going to happen.